Okay. Mem Hey on the base. Mishnah.
Hello.
Mem Hey on the base, 45. Mishnah. Haimavashalas Shlomim. If you were cooking the meat of the shlomim or shulkan or soaking it, hakoin noitelas azor b'shelam in ayil. The coin takes the foreleg that's cooked from the ram. The chala matzah achas min asal, one chala of matzah from the basket, or kik matzah echad, one matzah that's been baked thin. The noisin al kape anozir, he puts them on the palm of the nozir manifan, and they wave it. And that the Tanakama says that's the last act that has to be done, and then the nozir can drink wine and go to funerals. Reb Shimon Omer, and now we're on Mem Vav and Aleph. Even Shnizrik Alav Ech Ben Adamim. Once there's been Zrika Saddam of one of the korbanos, Hutra Nazir Lishtos Bayan L'Tam L'Mesim. Then the Nazir, remember, he's taken his haircut already because the haircut will be taken when they. Remember, we said that he has to put the hair. The hair is taken. The haircut's taken before the korbanos. He has to burn the hair underneath the fire. Reb Shimon Akivan Shenizrak Alav Echa Ben Adamim. Once there's been Zrika Saddam, Hutra Nozli Shos Piyan L'Tam L'Mesim. Kon Rabbanon. Achar Yishta Nazir Yayin. Achar Maisim Kulan De Rabbi Yisrael. Rabbi Yisrael says you have to do everything, all the acts, including the Tnufa. The Chacham Ma'imim Achar Ma'isi Yechidi, which is just the Zrika Saddam. Hello, Dr. Rose. Okay. We'll have that. No problem. We'll have that Monday or Tuesday because I did the biopsy. I did that biopsy today. No. I knew we'd need it. That's why I did the biopsy. I mean, it's yeah. Good. We'll send it right away. That would work. Thank you, Dr. Rose. Nice to meet you. Bye-bye. My tamay drabon ksiv hacha ve'achar yishtei yayin anazir yayin ksiv hasam v'lakacha kohen says Rabbi Shela v'nasan al kapeh nazir achar is galchos naziro ma hasam achar my sichidi, just the haircut here also achar my sichidi, which is just the akrovis akor. Maybe you need both the haircut and the korban. So the din is that the kohen, the nazir, can already drink wine and go to, even if he hasn't taken a haircut, as long as he's offered his korbanos. The tiklachas is not makeves. That's what we learned from this sugya. Omer Rav Tnufan ben Nazir makeves. Rav says that without the waving of the breads with the nazir's hand, then the prohibitions have not been lifted. So the question is, who is Rab's statement applicable? Aliba Deman. Even the haircut. So Tanufa, a boy? I mean, Tanufa is usually not even ma'akev by other places, Shtei Alechem, etc., where you need a Tanufa. So we're talking about Rabbi Eliezer, who said that you need all the various acts, including the Tanufa. So the Gemara says, Pshita. So what's the statement of Rav coming to teach me? Tnufa by other korbanos where you need to do tnufa. Shtei alechem. The tnufa is not mechaper. It's not ma'akev if you didn't do it. Once you've done zrika sadam, you have kapara. So maybe here also, Rabbi Eliezer would hold if you did not mainif with the nazir achanami lo sa'akev kamash malon that no, it is ma'akev according to Rabbi Eliezer. If you didn't do the tnuf, that's what Rav is saying. Break the Gemara v'chima akva. Is the lack of tnufa going to prevent Batanya zois Taurus and Nazir? The tnuf has to be done. Bein sheyesh l'kapai, bein shen l'kapai. Whether he has hands, whether he doesn't have hands, they're the same din. Question is, if he doesn't have any hands, how are you going to do tnufa? So it sounds like, so it sounds like the tnufa is not ma'akev. Ela the Tanya zois Taurus and Nazir, bein sheyesh say bein shen ein l'shar. Let's say a Nazir is bald, doesn't have any hair. So Chanami Deloy Ma'akva Vatanya, Nazir Memura, a bald Nazir. Beis Shammai Einot Tzarech Laver Tal Rosh, doesn't have to put a blade on his head. Beis Shammai Tzarech Laver Tal Rosh. Ram Ravina, my Einot Tzarech Beis Shammai. Einot Tzarech because Einot Takana. That means he can never get out of his Nazirus because he can never take a haircut because he has no hair. When it says Einot Tzarech, it means there's no way out. But Beis Hillel, even if you don't have hair, you could just put the razor on the hairless head. Yesh l'takana. V'hainu drop for dust. Don't rub for dust. Beis Shammai Rabbi Eliezer Amud Davar Acher. Beis Shammai Rabbi Eliezer learned the same day. What's this? My Rabbi Eliezer Tanya. Ein labo in yad v'regel. Let's say Metzora, you're supposed to sprinkle oil and dam on his thumb and big toe. What if he doesn't have one? So Ein lo tahara elam Mr. Eliezer. He remains mitzvah forever. Similar to this case, where if he doesn't have kapayim, doesn't have palms, he's going to remain a nazir forever. Reb Shimon Amar Yanichenu al makom v'yetze. You put him on the spot where his big toe is, and that's enough. The Chachamim are Yaniach al shel small b'yatzah. If he doesn't have his right big toe, you can put it on the left big toe. Some people have a different girsa of this sugya. Amarav, Tnufa benazir makeves. If you don't wave, it'll prevent him from finishing his nazirs. Libedema. Ilem Eliezer pshita. Amarav Eliezer achar ma'asim kulam. He says you got to do all the acts. Eli b'Rabbanan. Oh, what kind of chiddush is it for the Rabbanan? Hashti yeshlam etik lachasami Rabbanan lo ma'akva. If the haircut itself is not ma'akev, doesn't prevent him from not being able to drink wine. Tenufa from a boy? Would there be a problem with tenufa by not doing tenufa? Says the Gemara Mila Ma'akev, it is ma'akev. Batanya. Zois Taurus and Nazir, ben sheyesh l'kapayim, ben she'en l'kapayim. Whether you have hands or not. And that means that you have to do tenufa no matter what. Doesn't potter the tenufa if you don't have hands. Elahad Tanya Zois Taurus and Nazir, Ben Sheish L'Sar, Ben Shein L'Sar. It says, this is the law of the Nazir, that you have to pass a blade over your head, whether you have hair or not. So Hachanami de Ma'akva is not passing the blade. Ma'akev Atanya. Nazir Mamura, a bald Nazir. You don't have to pass the blade. And Amar Ravina Maitzrach leBeis Hillel tzarech ve'en lo takana. Here, the version is that Beis Hillel says he has to do it, and there's no hair for him to cut, so there's no correction. So Lebeit Shammai yesh uplik, and this is exactly the opposite that Rav Padas lose. Uplik Rav Padas. Mishnah. Yilech ala zevach v'nimtza posel. Took a haircut. They brought the korbanos. They found out the korban is posel. Tiklachtu psula. The haircut is posel, doesn't work. He needs to grow another 30 days of hair before he has a proper haircut. Uzvachav lo alalo. The korbanos doesn't get credit for it. Yilech lachatas shelo lishma. The person was offering a chatas without the right intent. He took a haircut. And then the remainder, the shlomim and the oil he brought lishma, tiklachto psula, because the chatas was possible. Uzvachav lo alalo, and all the korbanos are not going to count for him. Now, an oil or shlomim that's been shechted shelo lishman, they're kosher. The bailim don't get credit, but it's not like a chatas that is possible. Then he brought them lishman, tiglachto psula. The haircut is also possible. That other korban, but the avashar zvachim alulo. But the other zvachim would count for him. The zevach you did shelo lishma doesn't count, but the other ones you did correctly would count. Let's say he took a haircut and he said, "Oh, once I shecht all three korbanos." And they shechted each one. Kosher tiklachto ksheira. V'yavi shar zvachim. He has to bring the other korbanos to make sure that he fulfilled his requirement of korbanos. He brought another shlamim, a donative shlamim, not a nazir shlamim. It works. My time. V'lo kasav al shlamim didn't say his shlamim, referring to the nazir. Okay.
What do we say generally? Mitzvah shvicha kavana or no? How do we pass it?